Hello everybody! Welcome to Monday! Figured it might be time to start something not a one-off. Had some fun with F-Zero and even some fun with Alien 3, but I don't know. I've been wanting to actually play through this game for a while, but haven't managed to, like, bring up the I don't even know what you call it, like the motivation to do it. It's worth noting that I am pretty seriously reducing the volume for this so that it doesn't completely blow out my ears and possibly yours. I'm looking at levels, and the music is about where I want it, in the border between the green and the yellow. Ambient sound's a little higher than that, because we want the ambient sound to get over the music a little bit. Sound effects are pretty loud. They're in the red. I could even turn them down a little bit. And then the voices
Bloodstained
are just under the red, so I think this is a pretty good place to be. Anyway, here we go. So I've played through little bits of this, but I've never gotten very far on it. As you can see, map completion 15%. We're going to delete this, and we're going to start from scratch. Here we go. And yeah, mirroring is fine. Oh, and I get to choose... No, stop. Okay, so there's other characters to play as. Fine, fair enough. Not allowed to play anything other than normal. Here we go.
産業革命による時代の変化は人々の価値観をも大きく変化させた。それは精神文化の衰退を意味していた。1783年、ラキ火山の噴火によりヨーロッパ全土が暗闇に覆われていたその時、闇に紛れるかのようにイギリスの一部の都市で大量の悪魔があふれ出したのである。それは止める者の心変わりにより既得権益を失うことを恐れた錬金術師たちによる暴走だった。彼らは自らの秘術で作り出した悪魔の力と同調する結晶を移植した人間、シャードリンカーを生贄としてこの世に大量の悪魔を召喚させたのだ。人々を巻き添えにしたその動乱は教会の力によって鎮められたが、支払った代償はあまりにも大きすぎた。一方、すべて死んだと思われていたシャードリンカーであったが、悪魔召喚の儀式の中で唯一奇跡的に生き残った青年、ジーベル。儀式の直前に謎の眠りに落ち、儀式を免れた少女、ミリアム。この2名だけがかろうじて悲劇を逃れていたのであった。それから10年の月日が流れ、人々が全てを忘れ去った頃、また再び悪魔が城と共に現れる。時を同じくして眠りから目覚めたミリアム。その血塗られた儀式がジーベルの仕業と知った彼女は錬金術師ヨハネスと共にその呪われた城へと赴く。運命を乗せた船はその時をただ待つのみであった。
ねえヨハネス、本当にジーベルが悪魔を？
それは間違いないミリアム。
やっぱり信じられない。だって私が今生きているのはジーベルのおかげなのよ。
君の信じたい気持ちもわかる。だけど確かな情報なんだ。そして10年前の事件、彼を変えるには十分すぎた。本当にすまない。僕の仲間たちが君たちにしたこと、許されることじゃないんだ。
あなたが謝る必要はないわ。ヨハネスはいつも私たちを守ってくれてたもの。
だけど
そんな昔のことより今やるべきことを考えるべきだわ。本当にジーベルの仕業なら私が止めなくちゃいけない。それが彼との約束だから。
本来なら親友だった僕が。
シャードの実験のためにたくさん戦闘訓練も積んでるし、私のやれることをやるだけよ。ところでどうして私は10年も眠っていたの？
それが僕にもわからないんだ。分かっているのは時間を止めるような特別な術式の魔法だったこと。それと力の減衰を観測することでちょうど10年で目覚めるだろうと予測できたことぐらいだ。
そう。
そろそろ目的地に着きそうだ。準備をしておいた方がいいな。そこの箱に必要な装備を入れておいた。まずはそれを取って装備するんだ。
Oh, the chest's over here. Yep. Now you might think Kung Fu shoes would be armor, but no, they're weapons. I don't... Is this... Are these Shantae things? Okay, this must be some kind of DLC or something that is activated for some reason. Well, whatever. We won't bother with them. Oh, Lord, goodness gracious. That's funny. Alright, well, we'll try that.
装備できたようだね。それじゃあ次は。
ここは私に任せて。
今のはシャードか。
久しぶりの感覚だけど、悪魔の力を得るのは気分が良くないわね。
君の体に埋め込まれている結晶、それはシャードと呼ばれる悪魔の力が固体化したものと同調する。その力は強大だけど、少しずつ生身の体を侵食していくんだ。
でも今はヨハネスが発見した術式で侵食は止まってるはずよね。
確かにそうだけど、外部からシャードを大量に取り入れて大丈夫という保証は。
だとしても今の私にはこの力が必要だわ。
That's not what she said.
それに自分の体のことは自分が一番分かってるつもり。
Okay, they switched it around for some reason.
それにピンチの時はいつもヨハネスが助けてくれるじゃない。頼りにしてるわ。
都合のいい頼り方だ。でも信頼されているからには期待に応えないといけないな。ただ無理だけはしないでくれ。
Oh no, it's generic anime character 1.2. Yeah, him.
こんなところにも悪魔が。
城からの悪魔が大量に侵入しているのか。
Must have infested the ship.
いい準備運動ね。ちょっと船の掃除をしてくるわ。
So, we can cast spells now. We have MP. We can break candles. Or Castlevania. Okay, we've got multiple jump capabilities. I know, it's fine. I think the Kung Fu shoes probably... Oh, they have different attack types. See that? Yeah. This one has like stab and one has strike.
これは魔力に反応する魔道具ね。手をかざせばいいのかな。
Why would there be a magic door that only you can open in the ship that you're... It's fine. Oh. Oh, I see, I can... Leveling mechanic. Pretty normal stuff. It's definitely more in the Castlevania vein than the Metroid vein, at least for now. I wonder if there's any way further up from here. Well, there might be. The 3D aspect makes things a little bit more annoying. Oh, I'm so close. So you can multi-get these things, the what do you call it? The shards. Oh, and this thing swings too. Look at that. There we go. That's the trick. You know, I don't think I ever realized that before. You got a lemon. A country dress. An HP max up. Which we kind of got before we saw the thing. That's alright. Also, there's a... Hold on, before I'm a little curious about that spot on the map that looks like I can go up at. Maybe I can't. Yeah, I'm gonna need some kind of a double jump or something, or some kind of magic maybe. There's this R stick thing that you do to like target spells, but it only works with some spells. The music's good. Slash, thrust, strike, fire, ice, thunder, light, dark, poison, curse, stone. Jeez. Also. Ah. The country dress is quite a lot better than the tunic. Rusted ring is actually good. potion. Save point.
よいしょ。
Still got me. Oh, and it's shard. Directional shard. Aim and press right trigger. Flame cannon. Launch a fireball with designated direction. Okay. We got some interactivity with the environment. Always welcome. Some bronze. I should try both weapons. Okay, there's no elemental bonus to using the knife here. There, we're talking now. It's SP rounds times 5. Bronze and Halo. Galleon map. Oh, really? Oh, cool. That's actually moderately helpful. A short sword. Attack 12. Slashing. Slicing. It's real slow. Yeah, and if I still need to hit those guys multiple times, the Kung Fu shoes will be better just because they're faster. It's the same number of hits. Save point number 2. Is it really... So there's a lot of... What I do know from the limited amount I've played this game is that there's a decent amount of, like, what do you call it? Like, crafting, basically. Oh, I should go back. Dang it! Alright, fine. Oh, there's another question mark here. Perform up to 3 spinning kicks by repeating the same command. Quarter circle forward and X, the attack button. Alright. Okay. Now the problem is that it moves you forward in a game where there's contact damage with enemies. And it has a really bad hitbox. That feeling when you're in the intro map and you take the wrong path. So, the shard thing is, yeah, you can have a conjuring, which is just, you hit the Y button. You can do the R with trigger thing, that's directional. And there's more types that we haven't found yet. On some level, it's funny that they made us do the fireball into the cannon thing for like the quote-unquote real way through the level. But that is what they did. Musketoon. Hairband. It's better. Why is it always that characters' favorite items are the worst ones? That's not what I... Oh god. Like I can't... Okay, we're not gonna bother with that. I guess... I'm using the infinite round specifically. It's a little meh. MP max up. That's very welcome. Okay, so do you see that? It backed me off when I hit something with the roundhouse kick. So the roundhouse kick is not quite as dangerous as I thought it was. Which is good. Play this with a fighter stick. The input selectivity is pretty significant. Like it doesn't just let you kind of half-ass the quarter circle. And like doing it with the stick is even harder. I had a lower success rate there. it's really hard to pull off that quarter circle. It's hard to do it quickly. And they want you to combo it 3 times. At a cost of 45 mana, which seems like a lot. Alright. Let's move on. Oh, it's too bad you don't get any, like, extra... You don't get any extra damage for hitting things in the back. I don't see any interactable. So we must need a double jump or something. I think we're able to come back here even after... Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, we got our first glimpse of the boss. We got a claymore. Now this has an attack of 17. It doubles our attack? Why is it... Okay. Strength of 9 plus attack of 8 means attack of 6. Figure that one out. How slow is this? It's slow. There he goes. Okay, that opens this up. Which gives us a route back, so I didn't need to walk back. Thanks, game. Okay, we gotta push on the box. A whip. Attack 13. I guess the color of the chest is meaningful. Well. Oh, for goodness sakes. There we go. I don't think I can make it there, though. No, definitely can't make that jump. Gonna need some kind of a double jump. Just no way around it. Oh, there's a treasure chest. I see. Save point. Hey, V, how's it going? I have played this a little bit. When I started, when I started from scratch, I deleted a save game that was 15% map completion. And I don't know if this one has, you know, like 200% like Symphony of the Night does, so who knows? I've never finished it. Is the short answer. Okay, we got a boss door.
ようやくお目覚めか、お姫さん。
I've decided to awaken. It was
ジーベル、やっぱりあなたなの？どうしてこんなことを？
you've decided to awaken like the point thing doesn't make sense because Jeeble knew Johannes and Johannes predicted how long it would take her to wake up long ago, so
どうして？人間たちが俺たちにしたことを考えればわかるだろう。
10年前の出来事ならヨハネスから聞いた。確かにそれは許されることではないわ。でも今あなたがやっていることは彼らと同じことじゃない。
違う違う違う違う。奴らは俺たちの体を作り変えた。それならこの世界を変える権利が俺にもあるはずだ。来るんだミリアム。お前だけが俺の痛みを分かち合える。俺たちはもうすでに人間ではないんだ。
to be a no-life king? Wait,
人
no,
間
wrong
で
game.
はないか。あなたからその言葉を聞くとは思わなかったわ。覚えてる？それは昔私があなたに言った言葉よ。
そんなことは
どうでもよくない。生きる希望を失っていた私はあなたの言葉に勇気づけられたの。力そのものに善悪はない。力の使い方に善悪があるんだって思い出してジーベル。
Oh, it's working.
ジーベル様、そろそろ戻りませぬと。
ああ。ミリアム、悪いが昔話はここまでだ。
He's even more obvious than Richter.
俺を止めに来たのだろう。ならば
I forgot about
俺
that.
を探し出してみろ。その道中お前はシャードを取り込み悪魔の力を使わなければならないはずだ。それでもまだ自分を人間だと思うならその時もう一度話を聞いてやる。
Wouldn't it be cool if that was actually a thing?
行くぞグレモリー。
ジーベル待って。
A dodge move that doesn't exist in the game. Oh, hello. Ah!
よっよっ。
Oh. She's dipping back. Uh-oh. That's not good. A writhing limb. around again. And I think we won this one. Yep. Another shard. Thrashing tentacle. Attack foes with the tentacle.
一瞬だけど、あれは私の知ってるジーベルの顔だった。
Bloodstained.
Is that David Hayter?
着いたね。
We're here.
ここは村？ひどく荒らされているわ。これもジーベルが。
悪魔たちの進行が思ったより早いな。さあ行こう。この先に協力者が待ってるはずだ。
And who was our contact?
ちょっと待って。悪魔の気配を感じる。私が先に行くわ。
So, you can go back into the ship, it looks like, right? Yeah. So, eventually we'll get a double jump or something. We can go back there and finish the area. And we've reached the first area. Arvantville. Giant rats. Ooh. Another one! Bone toss. $500 gold. That's not bad. That's funny, I've got a lot of shards now. MP cost 80. Whew. The more of them you get, the more your grade goes up or something. 25. I mean, we'll stick with Cerulean Splash because it's cheaper. Wait, when did I switch to Half Genie Fireball? Oh, it's expensive too. Okay. The Bone Toss is more expensive. And probably not quite as useful for stuff, but we'll see.
助かりましたわ、ミリアム。
私を知ってる？もしかしてあなたが。
遅くなってすまないドミニク。
この人が協力者なのね。
はじめまして。私はドミニク。教会から派遣されたエクソシストですわ。
So, as you could hear, she identifies herself as an exorcist.
はじめまして。
But
私はミリアムよ。
she didn't say that to... Okay.
約束通り、ミリアムを連れてきてくれて感謝しますわ。
君の頼みだからそれは構わないけど、ミリアムの意志があるとはいえ彼女を危険にさらすんだ。ちゃんと説明はしてほしいな。
そうね。この事件にシャードリンカー・ジーベルが関わっていることは伝えました。
それは間違いないわ。本人と話したから。
あったのか、ジーベルに。
それなら話は早いですわね。シャードリンカーによって再び起こされた悪魔の大召喚。そしてそのタイミングでもう一人のシャードリンカーが眠りから覚める。これは偶然だと思えませんわ。
確かにそうだけど、ミリアムを戦わせることに僕は賛成はしてない。
それを決めるのはあなたではありません。 ミリアムを連れてきていただいたのは、被害に遭っているこの村の現状を見てもらい、ミリアムの意思を確認するためですわ。どうミリアム？もちろん断っても。
この村のこともそうだけど、私はジーベルを止めなければならないの。彼とそう約束したから。
ありがとう。そしてごめんなさい、全てを任せることになってしまって。
ごめんね、話に夢中になってて。お嬢ちゃん、怪我はなかった？
They're so big compared to her, and it's like something out of like a JoJo cartoon or something.
ありがとう、お姉ちゃんたち。
She got the big hands though.
どういたしまして。
The models in this
お名
game
前
are a
を
little
教えてくれ
clumsy.
る？
Wouldn't you know who she is? You're here all. Okay, it's fine.
アンいい名前ね。ここは危険だから安全な場所に行きましょうね。一緒に来てもらえるかしら。
So one of the moderately neat elements of this game is that you get kind of a, what would you even call it? Like a town area to develop, and there's crafting and stuff.
先ほど調べておいたのですが、この辺りが安全そうでしたわ。
This area is secure. What do you mean this area is secure? Getting aliens flashbacks.
確かに。
ヨハネスと私たちはここでミリアムをサポートすることにいたします。
Yes, the game is pretty loud. The voices especially.
ミリアムを一人で行かせるわけには。
I'll see if I can make it a little bit better.
ミリアムは戦闘訓練も受けていると聞いております。それであれば私もあなたも足手まといになってしまいますわ。
いや、でも。
私一人で大丈夫よ。そんなに心配しないで。
わかった。僕たちはここで僕たちのできることをするよ。
そうと決まれば準備を始めましょう。
くれぐれも無理はしないでくれ。それと連戦はいつでもできるように準備しておく。何かあったら必ずここに戻ってくるんだ。
わかったわ。
怪我しないでね、強いお姉ちゃん。
任せて。
So I've already reduced the volume pretty significantly. I can go a little lower, but like if I go from 3 to 2, in either of these I'm going to lose 33% of the, or no, yeah, 33% of the volume. I feel like that might be just a little bit too quiet. I might be able to do that. Like, give me a second here. Let me try it. Maybe a little nudge there will do it. Hold on. Yeah. So, that might... I brought it down a couple of decibels. We'll see what it does. So, before we go, let's check out our 2 places to talk to people.
よし。ねえ、ドミニク。この辺りにある機械とか何？
それは開発中の撮影機ですわ。
撮影機？
Photographic.
簡単に言いますと、風景や人物をそのまま板に写し取るものですわ。
何それ？ 使ってみたい。
残念ですわ。撮影に必要な集荷銀がありませんの。
I have to look for silver bromide?
それを探してくればいいのね。行ってくる。
It's just gonna be laying around.
あ、そうだ。集荷銀を探してこなきゃ。
We've got Anne here.
強いお姉ちゃん、本当に強いよね。
You got a rather limited vocabulary there, Anne, don't you?
あら、いらっしゃい。初めてですから説明させていただきますわ。
お願いします。
ここはアイテムを売買できる、本来なら無料で支援したいところですが、ここでは教会の資本もそう簡単に入れることもできません。きちんとサポートするためにも申し訳ありませんが、有料でお願いしますわ。
サポートしてもらえなくなるのはもっと困るから理解したわ。
I mean, I understand. If it weren't for me needing to give you money, it would be some other resource that I would need to collect for you to be able to give me stuff. So.
あとここではシャードの買い取りもさせていただきますわ。
Now this is interesting because shards power up if you overlap them, but like, and because of that, I'm not sure what no longer need them really means.
それって大丈夫なの？
もちろんですわ。買い取ったシャードは教会が責任を持って浄化させていただきます。そのため買い取りはできますけれども、売ることはできませんわ。
Yeah.
シャードの特性
So
上、
it's one way.
同じものを複数持つことで強くなりますが、同時に強くなる限界もあります。それとこれが一番気がかりなのですが、大量のシャードを持つことであなたの体の結晶が。
Now I don't know if this actually is a mechanic.
侵食が進むかもしれないけど、でもそれは自分で何とかするわ。
それでも余ったシャードは積極的にお金に換えることをお勧めしますわ。
心配してくれてありがとう。
これで説明は終了ですわ。さあ見ていってくださいね。どれを売ってくれるのかしら。
And you can see that the amounts are decent, but not really out of this world. At least for the shards that I have so far.
どれを買ってくれるのかしら。
But she's got a decent supply of crafting stuff, which is kind of nice. And some weird stuff like these coins. You can see that there are corn, rice, and potato seeds. There's actually a farming element of the crafting system as well. We actually could jump up to lethal boots. But I think the lethal boots aren't even quite as good as the whip that we have. 13 versus 14. Very similar in power. Pretty nice, what would you call it? Like variety of weapons and armor and stuff in this game. Even from the shop. Which usually in games like this, shops are almost useless. And of course you can sort by, or distinguish by category.
これを渡すのを忘れていましたわ。ここの建物の鍵です。これでこの先に進めるはずですわ。
Oh, so I needed to come here anyway. I couldn't have gone further if I wanted to.
わかったわ。ありがとう。
それと安全なこの場所に生き残った人たちも呼んでおきましたわ。皆さんは一様に悩みを抱えています。
They all have
話
side
だけでも聞い
quests.
てくれると嬉しいですわ。
できる範囲で構わないなら。
それで大丈夫ですわ。ではいつでもいらしてね。
Okay, that's a nice bit of information there. Here we've got
やあ、来たね。
Johannes.
ここにこんな設備を揃えるなんて教会の力ってすごいね。
ほんとびっくりだわ。
じゃあここでできることだけど、いくつかの素材を連成することでいろいろなアイテムを作ることができるんだ。まずは習うより慣れろだ。こっちで用意した素材でまずは連成してみよう。
Here are some items for our tutorial.
さて何を連成する？
So you can not, it's not just like item to item, it's like item to weapon or item to material sometimes. There's a lot of different stuff you can do. Safe ring, wonderful. It does sort things that you can do stuff with, above stuff that you can't do anything with. I don't think either of these are particularly rare items. Sure, we'll make a Nodachi. Wait, actually. The pirate hat is good for everything except intelligence. That might be worth making. We've also got the possibility for scale armor, but you can see that there's a lot of drop-offs from scale armor. Now, actually, this might be better than you think, because I think we can equip 2 different accessories. So let's make a
これに
ring.
しようかな。
And then we'll also make that Nodachi.
これにしようかな。
Then about enhancing shards. Rank increases the duration. Grade, I guess, increases the strength.
"これにしようかな。これにしようかな。
And then you can also do cooking, which for some reason is on a separate screen. I don't have any stuff to do cooking with. Oh, I can convert a ring into a safe ring. I don't want to do that, but it is a thing that I could do. And then I can make the pirate hat with that last writhing limb, which we will do.
これにしようかな。
Okay, that should do it.
一度連成したアイテムはドミニクのお店に卸しておくので、そこで購入できるように手配しておく。
So, transmutation also supplies the shop.
それと僕の知ってる範囲にはなるけど、素材から何ができるかは教えられるかな。だけど僕の知らないアイテムはどこかでレシピを手に入れる必要があるね。手に入れたら持ってきてくれ。
So you can't guess, but you can find formulas in the castle.
わかったわ。
それと君が手に入れた悪魔の結晶、つまりシャードのことだけど、これもアイテムと同じように連成ができる。
Okay.
シャードによって決まった素材が必要だけど、おおむね利便性が上がる方向に編成できるはずだよ。機会があったら試してみてくれ。
シャードも連成できるってことか。
あと僕も含めてなんだけど、今まで生きるのに精一杯だったから基本的な栄養が足りてないんだ。材料を持ってきてくれれば料理も連成することができる。 新しい食事をとることでまだ成長する余地があると思うんだ。
So we don't have to grind octopuses for sushi anymore, like in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. We can make some stuff. Stat. Okay, so this is also interesting. A new food for the first time provides Miriam with a stat boost. So there's lots of mechanics going on here, which isn't a bad thing, but it does complicate the gameplay. Here's another person.
聞いておくれよ。化け物たちが突然襲ってきたんだ。私たちは必死で逃げたよ。
Okay.
他の人たちは？
ほとんど殺されたよ。私の旦那も含めてね。
I'm so sorry. No, it's fine. He wasn't that cool anyway.
許せないんだよ。みんなを殺した奴らがさ。頼むよ、あんた。強いんだろ？私に力を貸しておくれよ。
私にできることなら。
恩に着るよ。私はリンジ。あんたは？
ミリアムよ。
よろしくミリアム。私は化け物どもの情報を集めておくよ。その情報をあんたに伝えるからみんなの敵を取っておくれ。もちろん報酬は用意するからさ。
Bounties.
わかった。引き受けるわ。
私が集めた化け物の情報はこんなところだね。
Kill 5 morts. So, you
こ
have
の
to
仕
accept
事は
it.
私の旦那の弔いさ。ぶっ殺しておくれ。
She just repeats that line. I have played this enough to know that she just repeats that line in Japanese every time you accept a quest. Just got a waystone. A relic that takes you wherever you picture.
うちの畑から化け物が消えて助かったよ。とはいえ、畑はめちゃくちゃにされて、作物を育て直さないとな。
何を育てるの？
Crops.
まだ何も決めてないな。俺はハリー。あんたは？
ミリアムよ。
ミリアム。何か育てられそうなものを持ってきてくれないか。あんたに取り分は渡すし、育てるのはもちろん俺がやるよ。
見つけたらね。
Farming.
じゃあ、俺は畑で待ってるよ。
これでどうかしら。
わかった。育ててみよう。植えたばかりだよ。
Okay, so you can only hand him one seed at a time, but whatever.
大勢の人が殺されたわ。あなた強いんでしょ？
Everyone keeps calling her strong.
私、あなたが戦うところを見てたわよ。
We're like level 4.
それほどでもないわ。
謙遜ね。私はアビゲイル。あなたは？
ミリアムよ。
ミリアム。強いあなたを見込んでお願いがあるわ。私ね、殺された人のためにお墓を作りたいの。
お墓ね。
本当は亡骸を埋葬してあげたいんだけど、せめて形見の品だけでも埋めてあげたいのよね。
Now this is weird because she
だから
Oh.
あなたに形見の品を探してきてほしいの。
So basically this is item bounties. Because you need certain specific items to put certain people to rest. Which is strange that it's not like something actually related to them, but it's like, I always wanted to be buried with 3 years of corn.
もちろんお礼もするわ。協力してくれないかしら。
いいわ。喜んで。
ありがとう。じゃあ早速だけど。
One tunic.
頼んだわよ。
I think I have one. I'm wearing the country dress, which is better than the tunic in every conceivable way. So I can hand it in.
調子はどう？
約束の品よ。
I don't know why they asked me to look for the item.
確かに。これでお墓が一つ増えるわ。お礼の品よ。
It was Miriam's tunic. It was in the chest that we... It's fine. Okay, that's a sound effect because it was preternaturally loud.
持ってきてほしい。
これを
Next up, Caleb, a ring. And they give me a safe ring. Oh, God. Fine.
頼んだ。調子は
ぼち約束の品よ。
確かに。持ってきて。
これを
Brigandine. Okay, we're gonna need to go find that.
頼む。
Oof, that hurt. The mouse drops cheese. Demon Slain 205. Oh, it's her.
何か情報はあった？
私が集めた化け物の情報はこんなところだね。よくやってくれたね。こいつは報酬だよ。
Here's a bunch of rings. I don't want to reduce my attack by 10. That's incredibly stupid. God dang it. There we go. I changed my preferences for that to try to get rid of those stupid spammers, but there they still are. Bullet capacity. Oh, teleporter. Okay, good to know. Those stupid bats. Okay, hold on just a cotton picking second here. I think...
何かよ。
私が集めた化け物の情報はこんなところだね。
Barbados Sabnock.
この仕事は医者のサイモンの弔いさ。ぶっ殺しておくれ。
Yeah, the kill those murderers dead line is repeated over and over again. Now, if we look at demons, have we fought them yet? Barbados. That is a negative. So we're gonna run around a bit until we fight some Barbadoses. Stupid bat. Oh, those... Just got a stone mask. Gee, that sure looks like a JoJo thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. Door to break open. And this looks like a place I can go down, even though it's not on the map. What? No? That's odd. Huh. Maybe I have to come up that way later. There's a special button for enjoy chair. Surprise gift for daggers. Quarter circle forward and attack. MP costs 30 though. I like the fact back in the days of Symphony of the Night, each map square was a square, but because this game was designed to run off of a 16:9 monitor, they made each square a 16:9 effectively rectangle. It's pretty funny, honestly. It's a nice touch. Oh, hello! Oh, he's a little... There's my first 8-bit coin. And then... Yep. The range of this sucks. What's the point of a magic fireball if it goes like half a meter? This was... Yeah, down circle forward with a knife. Quarter circle forward with a knife. Is that faster than walking? It might be. Oh, we can open that. That's a little surprising. Here's our loading screen. Hey, Turbo Zoom, how's it going? I am doing all right. I don't think we can swim yet. Aiming that kind of sucks. Okay, that thing's got good defense too. Fortunately, it's not too quick. I wonder if I can kill it though. Oh, did it run away or did it die? It did something. Okay, we can't get any further in there right now. Oh. Little flying mammal bastards. Wow, security here sucks. Didn't even bother to lock the front drawbridge. Welcome to the castle entrance. Fun little trap there to start us off. Now, there's all these faces. I think that these faces are like, what would you call it? They're like pictures of, backers or something. Oh, that can't do that, huh? That's interesting. So we just found the major issue with the whip is that it can't hit everything on its path. It only hits, like, one thing and then it's done for. Which honestly seems like garbage. He looks like a big guy. We'll leave him for the moment. Oh, I can't go any higher? I have to fight that dude? Ah, shoot. Alright, we'll try to do it from range. But first we'll have to get back to him. I thought there were... Oh! We got a bat shard. Summon bat. That's nice. Alright. Okay, we got him. What was he? Sabnock. Is this... No, not quite. Ghosts are really tough. I might have to back off. I get one? I got one. Some alkahest. I think that bone will kill me in one hit if I take a hit from it. At 16 hit points. I can submerge myself in blood there. Journal. While attempting to create a homunculus, I discovered a strange formation of white crystal growing on the subject. Is it a sign that my studies are progressing? The crystal appears to be multiplying. Its corruption spreads through the cadaver I chose as a subject. A marvelous substance, neither liquid nor solid. It's oobleck. As soon as I have enough, I shall begin experiments to discover other properties. That sounds like something that's totally not ominous. Right. We got a little bit more oomph behind us now. So you can see on the map it says that we can go down there, but apparently not what we've got. Can we go back to that room before there and get that treasure chest? Maybe. Sakes. Down he goes. Harpies drop lemons, don't know why. Okay, we can't get there yet. Looks like we might have to come in from above. But we can head up. Oh. Yep. Leather chest guard. How does that compare to our existing equipment? Worse. Oh, of course it's worse. Okay, if I'm using a thrusting sword, I can Chun-Li that stuff. Cue the meme. This is worse. This is so much worse. Pretty much. I mean, they made it minusculely hard to find it. The armor I'm wearing right now at the very beginning of the game, but the numbers are also small that it doesn't really matter. It looks like I can't get up higher than here right now. There's nothing to step on here. And those walls don't appear to break. So I guess we have to go further back. Wait though, what? Wait, what are these marks? I can mark the map. Weird. X minimap editor. Oh, I can move it around and stuff. That's kind of cool. RT resize RT. Oh, okay. Kind of give it that kind of thing. Lower its increase its transparency a bit. And what are all these speckles here? Oh, these are the people. These aren't enemies to fight. These are people to talk to. Okay, now I'm genuinely confused. What am I missing? Whoa, hello. Whoa! I must have missed something in that room right near the... Never come back to turn Castlevania any more anime than it already was. Here we are. Right? It's very anime. Oh, I can climb up there. I guess I went back to see if I could go get that treasure chest, and the answer was yes, but... Fine, I'll get my hit points back and we'll try a different direction. That Dokoi show is so funny. That's like the equivalent of like an old man saying, "Oh, goddamn, that's a good chair." Yeah, you need to kind of... There's a path over here. Oh. Some dude writing on the floor.
Masaka Miriam ka?
I guess we know this guy, Alfred.
アルフレッド。
なぜお前がここに？ヨハネスか？あのバカでしめ。余計なことを。
10年前のこと聞いたわ。 なぜそんなひどいことを。
そんな昔のことを今さら語るつもりはない。
昔のことって父親のように思ってたのに。
そんなことより書だ。ジーベルが持つ書を手に入れなければ。
Uh-oh. A book.
書って何のこと？
An eldritch book that is the key to everything, huh?
お前に話しても無駄だ。
Oh, how
アル
did you
フ
get
レ
here?
ッドか。なんであんたが生きている？
お前らこそなぜここに来た？
To stop the demons from being generated?
質問してるのはこっちだ。
私がここにいる。それが答えだ。お前もあの書を求めているのか？
あの書、ロガエスの書か。
Okay, well that's at least a little better, a little more creative.
あれは私が使うものだ。誰にも渡さん。
Logaeth.
あの書は我々が持ってはいけない。またあの悲劇を繰り返すつもりか。
問答拉致もなし。まさか邪魔をする気ではあるまいな。
I hope you're wise enough to stay out of my way.
私の力はお前がよく知っているはずだ。ミリアムと共にここから立ち去れ。死にたくなければな。
And
嫌な予感がして来てみたら、あいつがいるとは。
you came here to this room in the castle, past a bunch of monsters that you admit that you can't fight. You came to this room at this moment. Okay.
ねえ、ロガエスの書って何なの？
You know, at this time of day, at this time of year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
もともと僕たちのギルドが持っていた精霊を召喚できるという書だよ。
A book that the Alchemy Guild used to have that allows to summon spirits. Gotcha.
10年前の悲劇はその書の力で君たちの結晶を触媒にして引き起こされたものだったんだ。
そんなものがあったなんて。
Well, yes, it shouldn't exist, but it clearly does. It causes the whole... It's fine. It's fine.
まだ錬金術の復権を望んでいるのか。だけどあの書は僕たちが二度と手にしてはいけない。
そうか、ジーベルの持っていたあれがロガエスの書。
この現状を考えるとそれが自然だとは思っていたけど、やっぱりそうだったか。儀式で生き残った時に手に入れていたということか。
Okay.
アルフレッドも止めなきゃ。
Another big enemy to fight.
いや、君はジーベルを追ってくれ。アルフレッドより先に書を確保してほしい。
Focus on Jeeble. Get to him. Get the book. Don't let Alfred have it.
そうね、分かったわ。
It's a good plan for a side-scrolling 2D video game.
やつのことはドミニクにも相談してみる。それじゃあ僕は一旦戻る。
You go back to town, I'm gonna kick some candlesticks. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, hold on here. We gotta... Okay, this is just locked. I guess it's probably locked by the switch on the other side of the door, so we're gonna need to come back around. That's not so bad. Those guys are surprisingly weak to water. Oh, here's a new area. Let's check it out. Garden of Silence. Whoa, hello. Okay, notice this. Holding the button straight down kicks straight forward. You can also kick diagonally. Symphony of the Night had the same thing where you would get some weird abilities to like kick or attack in funny directions if you held the right button. Warhorse key required. Obsidian equipment R. What the heck is that? Obsidian equipment are a recipe. Oh, we found a recipe finally. It doesn't let me. Yep. Yep. He makes so much sound. Is that gonna... Yep. Ow. Yep. Okay, I must need to have some kind of special weapon to break it down. Or spell, or shard, or something. Oh, and also notice she has the pirate hat on now. They did do that, which is kind of nice. The coachman.
乗せてくれるの?
Free rides?
いいところへ連れてってあげよう。
You see, they could have done a Castlevania 2 reference here, but they didn't.
と言いたいところじゃ
I
ない。
mean, in English.
ほれ、そいつが邪魔しよって先に進めんのじゃよ。
押しても動きそうにないわ。
お嬢ちゃんの手がもっと大きければ動かせるかもしれんの。
A giant hand. Okay. Gonna have to find something for that. Oop. Yep, gonna need some kind of a double jump. Check here. Oh, hell. Okay, these guys are a little rough at this point. Several months have passed since I wandered into the castle. I've managed to survive this far by rummaging through treasure chests without the monsters taking notice. Will I find something palatable today? For once, I'd like to crack a chest open and find a mouth-watering hunk of meat. appears to be a real wall, although I probably should just double check. Yeah. Notice that that orb is not the moon. It is in front of the castle spires. The Moko weeds are really kind of like designed to be... Yeah, we want those HP. And then straight down, I think will just take us back to someplace we've already been. Ouch. Okay, that's 3 out of 4 of those guys. Surprisingly, I can open that door. There's my quest for that monster type. Oh. You know, the thing that's really anime in like the worst conceivable way is when she gets hit by a new shard. Can I? You freaking ghosts, man. At least they don't curse you like they do in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I went the wrong way. Now this is weird, because what we actually have here, if you think about what the map is doing, is we have 2 doors leading between the same 2 areas. There wasn't a lot of that in, like, the map of Symphony of the Night, for instance. Because things would have got really redundant and loopy real fast. Uh-oh. Yeah. That's maximum anime. True arrow. Not just any anime, it's the fully corny, edgy anime too. We need more like these in this era. Yes, exactly. Oops, I jumped right into that one. Sailor Moon if they were vampires. Yeah. But like, not even... More like... Oops, dang it. More like, what's it called? Revolutionary Girl Utena or whatever? Oh no! Okay, that one isn't new. lethal boots. That's probably a good upgrade. Oh yeah. I mean, Sailor Moon was never really that edgy until like way late in the series, but Revolutionary Girl Utena was always very, very edgy. Now, unfortunately, there's no way to get back up there, so we have to make the loop again. Transformation animation, yes. That's fair. Stuff from Tokyo Ghoul. I've heard of that show, but I've never seen it. It's pretty new. That's fair. I was just watching a show that I really liked last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago. And I swear I was terrified. Not terrified, but like really surprised when I discovered that its copyright date was 2017. I was like, oh, I thought this was new. Relatively new. But not new. Let's get this. Ow! Okay, Morgenstern. That is a club. Tokyo Ghoul is 2014. It's not new anymore either. Okay, fair enough. Let's check out the mace animations. Okay, decent. Some reach on them. Above and beyond the, Ah, there's that technique, the knife throw. 2019 through 2025 feels like such a fever dream that it passed on quick. Very true. But it didn't pass on quick while it was happening. Okay, this is... probably a little better than the kicks. I swear. You'd think it'd be really easy to predict their movements. But apparently not. Okay, gained a level. Now my spells do more damage. Journal. Orbital wheel. Down, left, up, right, X. But not a 360. Like tap, 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 tap with a spear. What are moves I'll never use for 100, Alex? Oh, this is handy. Way back to town. I can turn in quests and stuff. That was some fast corn growing. 10 corn. Potatoes.
これでどうかしら。
わかった。育ててみよう。
調子は。
Oh wait, what was the freaking item that we needed for this one? Brigandine. I don't think I have one. Negative. Although I got scale armor at some point? Okay, defense 7. That might actually be worth it. We've recovered fairly well from the whole COVID thing all in all, apart from the looming cynicism and ended up harboring on some people. Yeah, very much so.
何か要件。
私が集めた化け物の情報はこんな。よくやってく。
何か要件はある？
私が集めた化け物の情報はこんなところだね。
I bet we can accept multiple quests, huh?
この仕事ぶっこれ。
何か。
私が集めた化け物。この仕事ぶっこれ。
何か。
私が集めたこの仕事は妹のロザリーの弔いさ。ぶっこら。
Okay, we can also hand in a recipe.
来てくれて嬉しいよ。さて、何を連成する
？Encrypted Orchid. A lot of things that the 8-bit coin is good for. I always wondered if this really works as a successor to Castlevania, but damn, this really just has that vibe. I mean, it's the same guy, I think. He left Konami, and he worked on this. There was like a... If I remember correctly, during the Kickstarter, there was like a special tier that you could get where you could get a 2D 8-bit style Castlevania game that they made as like an advertisement for this game. So it's decent. I'm not gonna complain. I can't make a Brigandine. I'm massively confused. I've heard of the Bloodstained series but never ended up playing them. Yeah, it's I think, you know, they really tried to make it very Castlevania. As opposed to like the Lords of Shadow stuff, which the first one was good, but I heard the second one was really bad.
これにしようかな。
Small webbing.
これにしようかな。
I'm not using guns very much, so... I can make rice balls. Rice and halite. I guess halite is like salt?
ねえ、10年前のことをもう少し詳しく教えて。
An Aria of Sorrow. Oh, yeah. I don't think I ever played that one. Which one was Aria of Sorrow? What was that for? Was that for a DS or was that for one of the later ones? Dawn of Sorrow. I'm trying to remember. Those are the ones that I don't think I ever played. I played the one where you played as the... Oh, I can't remember. Castlevania games. Two for my GBA and one for my DS. Yeah, I played one of the ones for the GBA. Circle of the something. Hold on, I'll look it up. Games. Circle of the Moon. That's the one I played on GBA. The two protagonist one I never managed to play. I remember seeing it in stores back when it was available, but I never had the money to pick it up.
元々の発端は富ある者たちの興味が精神文化から物質文化へ変化したからなんだ。
Started when the interests of the rich shift away from spiritual and esoteric in favor of more material
そ
investments.
して錬金術の研究には多くの資金が必要だ。
Alchemy costs money. But the whole point of alchemy is to turn base metals into... I grew up a bit of a spoiled brat, so my childhood was pretty game-filled. I mean, I had a decent amount, but, like, there were definitely limits. And by the time Dawn of Sorrow and Aria of Sorrow came out, I was kind of on my own at college. So, you know, it was like, you know, this or, you know, this and ramen or real food and not this. And I picked real food.
ギルドのメンバーたちは今まで得ていた既得権益をどうしても手放したくなかった。
Guild members didn't want to lose their wealthy patrons. Huh.
だから精神文化の消失は悪魔をこの世界に呼ぶことだと警鐘を鳴らし続けた。
Nobody listened to them.
でもそんな簡単に人の考えは変わらない。だから実力行使に出たんだ。
The alchemist said that if they didn't pay attention to them, demons would come, and nobody believed them, so they called demons.
そのために私たちが
Oh,
作られた。
shardbinders. Okay, well.
僕は人間として恥ずかしい。でもそれが事実だ。
ありがとう。話してくれて。
Okay, some story
ちゃん
bits.
と食べて。さて、何を連成する？
I mean,
なるべく頻繁に顔を見せてくれ。
I had a lot. We used to own shares in one of the markets that had stores with imported cartridges, so that helped. Grew up with JRPGs because of this. Oh, okay. Good life. Yeah. My step-grandmother liked to spoil everybody. So there was one year where I think it was my stepbrother got a Super Nintendo, my sister got a Genesis, and I got a TurboGrafx 16. And unfortunately, of all the systems that I managed to hang on to, the TurboGrafx 16 is the one that I lost track of and don't have anymore.
こんな生き地獄を見せられるなんて長生きするもんじゃないね。
I'd rather keel over... Who are you? Where did you come from?
元気出して、おばあちゃん。
This old lady just came out of nowhere.
すまないね、お嬢ちゃん。あたしゃスージってんだよ。
私はミリアム。何か力になれる？
そうだね。食べたい料理があるけど、名前がわからないね。
No. I enjoy a good meal, but I can't remember the names of the dishes I like. Food bounties? Really?
なんとかしてみるわ、おばあちゃん。
I never really understood. We used to only have Japanese cartridges available here, though, so I never really understood the stories in the games. I mean, I was very, very lucky that when I was in elementary school, we moved to a city where there were 5 different elementary schools, and they each taught a different language, and the one that we happened to land in taught Japanese. So I started learning Japanese at a fairly young age. To be fair, English wouldn't have mattered since I learned English during COVID. Yeah, language barriers suck. Definitely had to deal with those in my life, so... It is somewhat, what's the word? It is somewhat gratifying when you start to actually understand a language that you didn't understand before. But we game anyways. True indeed. Alright. So now we have food quests too. Bring Susie a portable snack. It's perfect for when you feel peckish. Sure.
気長に待っとるよ。
Yes, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and there's a picture of it! What in the... I mean, seriously, if we can read her mind, then why are we playing this little guessing game?
いやさて何を練習
I
す
need to
る
make a rice ball.
これにしようかな。
My English is pretty decent now, at least understanding wise. I can hold a proper conversation with people. I mean, that's the hardest hurdle to get over, is feeling confident enough to talk with people.
やった。
そうだ城のことについて役に立つかわからないけど教えておくよ。
Oh, trivia about the castle.
城自体は地獄から悪魔ごと召喚されたんだけど
The castle itself was summoned from hell, demons and all. Well, that's a pretty succinct summary of the situation.
もともとここは僕たちがいた錬金術ギルドの場所なんだ。
Yes, because you can't really use the formal language either. You need to enter the current form of the language. Yeah, that was... Otherwise, it's just awkward. I mean, most people, if they know that it's not your first language, they'll be pretty relaxed about that kind of thing, as long as you aren't, like, rude about it. But I always had the problem that I'm very quick to write things down, but I'm very slow to speak. And so... Whenever I was learning Japanese, I was always good at the reading and the writing. But whenever I had, like, spoken challenges, it was rather difficult. I was never very good at it. I see, I'm the opposite. Yeah, it's, you know, everybody's brain takes languages a little bit differently. So this castle is where the Alchemist Guild used to be. That says to me that we're going to have a level that is like the ruins of the Alchemist Guild. Since my co-worker's Japanese, I'm good at understanding Japanese and speaking. Yeah, it definitely helps to have that immersion. That was the thing that none of the Japanese classes that I had ever really did, was immersion. It was always like, let's just do a drill, and then, you know, okay, now we'll move on. So, I never really got too fast at speaking Japanese. I feel like I can think of stuff, but it takes me, like, you know, really long to make it into words. It's for sure harder to learn Japanese from something like English, though. So you guys got that rough edge to cover. I mean, the grammar of Japanese I found not to be too difficult, because one of the things that we learned... So, public schools here in America, since the phonetics and ancient languages tend to all derive from ancient Chinese, which is miles different from how you guys pronounce things. Japanese is a little bit... I mean, there's certainly elements of that in Japanese, but the pronunciation of Japanese I never found to be that difficult. Most of the phonemes that they use are present in English, except for the LR thing that they do, which is a little off. Yeah, I mean, Chinese is a tonal language, and that's the real hard part for me, right? Like, the tonal languages where you have to... Yeah, the accents and the tones and stuff. I mean, Japanese is a fairly weak accent language, which changes the meanings of the kanjis. Somewhat, yeah. I mean... In learning Japanese in elementary school and in college, none of them focused too much on speaking Japanese with proper, like, strength and accents. The only one that we really learned was, like, the difference between ame and ame, where one is rain and the other is candy. Actually, there was a test where we had to say something about, like, getting a snack or something like that, and they wanted okashi, but I couldn't remember that word, so I used ame, and I still got full credit. That was... I was happy about that. I mean, it helps that I started learning Japanese relatively early, too. Like, you know, I was doing hiragana and katakana when I was... 4th grade would have been, what, 9 years old? So I was still in that area where you can still learn the different phonemes relatively easily.
だからその施設も取り込まれていると考えた方がいい。
You may find traces of our facilities intermingling. That's what I just said. Yeah, we're gonna have a ruined alchemist guild level. Yeah, I think learning it younger definitely helps. Oh, absolutely. There was a study that I read about. I didn't read the actual study. It's one of those things I saw in like a magazine or something like, oh, here's a study that studied this, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, the thing that they studied was the baby talk of babies in different countries. And what they discovered, which I think is a totally reasonable conclusion or reasonable observation, is that over the first, say, 2 years, people seem to learn most of their phonemes in the first 2 years or a little bit more of their lives. And then after that, the rate of learning them goes way down. But like, you know, baby talk in Russia has Russian phonemes. Baby talk in China has Chinese phonemes. Baby talk in America has English phonemes. And, you know, it helps to... The more overlap you have between your first language and later languages, the easier it is to pick up speaking them.
そういえばかすかにだけど、東洋の神秘学を研究する場所を覚えているわ。
I saw an area dedicated to the study of Eastern mysticism. Did we?
生物を巨大化させる実験をしてたやつもいたな。
Someone was researching how to create giant organisms. Great.
とにかくそういった施設がある可能性がある。気をつけて探索してくれ。
わかったわ。ありがとう。
Okay. Give her her rice ball.
持ってきてくれたのかい？
Considering how European this setting is, the idea of a rice ball being the first food she thinks about for carrying with you is hilarious. Like, you mean a sandwich?
よくわかったわね。これよ。早速いただくわね。うまい。
私も食べたいな。
少し元気出たよ。ありがとう、お嬢ちゃん。
The voice acting in this game is so slow.
よかった。元気出してね、おばあちゃん。
So that gives me a thorn whip.
まだ何か。
そうだね。
なんと。
Craving something irresistible. Round and topped with something gooey and stretchy.
気長にま。
Oh, it's a pizza. What the? English was harder for me to learn in terms of pronunciation than Japanese, as we don't share the same pronunciation of stuff like K, P, and T, and we don't put emphasis there. Yeah, English being a Germanic language, in part, in significant part, has a lot of strongly voiced consonants. I was watching a YouTube video, and apparently, and you know how it is on YouTube, they never actually provide sources. But like, they're like, oh yeah, it used to be that the word that we pronounce now as night was like knight. And then people got rid of the k sound at the beginning of night because it sucked. Once I got the gist of English, I'd say it definitely is one of the easier languages to get used to, especially because of accessibility. Yeah, there's so much English media to pick up on, so it is easier to pick up on stuff. You know, it's an immersion thing. You know, the more stuff of it that you can get, the better. Back when I lived, one area that I lived in had Japanese bookstores, and so I would go and grab Japanese books. And I still have them on my shelf, and I can read them, but very, very slowly.
何か要件。私が集めた化け物の情報。
Okay, we've got those 3 quests set up. The old lady wants a pizza.
ちゃんと、さて、何を連成する？
In order to make a pizza, we need pizza dough. Oh my god. Pie dough pizza dough. Flour, sugar, salt, mocha oil. The ratios are all wrong, but it works.
アルフレッドってヨハネスの師匠よね。
かつてのね。それがどうかした？
いや、どんな人だったのかなって思って。
そうだね。僕の覚えてる限りでは物体の速度を急激に奪う研究をしていたな。
He was studying ways to slow things down. Okay.
研究自体は素晴らしいものだった。
That doesn't sound like alchemy, more like physics, but okay.
だけど尊敬はできない。
I have no respect for that now.
どうしてなの？
最後まで反対はしていたけど、結局は君たちを生贄にすることに賛成した。僕にはそれが許せない。
Oh, he's a turncoat. I see.
そう。ありがとう。
Yeah, we'll check over here too. Potatoes are not done.
調子は
Oh, you can only pick one of her quests at a time. I never had interest or necessity in learning Japanese before recently, so I think I lacked the motivation back then as well to properly learn it. Learning a language takes a lot more motivation than people like to think. Lots of people that are trying to get you to pay money for it will say learn a language in 3 minutes a day, but it's really not possible to actually learn something as complex and requiring as much repetition as a language in 3 minutes a day. You can maybe get basic greetings and stuff like that, but it'll take you so long to learn anything useful that it's not. You need more time than that. You need to have motivation. You need to spend time at it and actually learn it, as opposed to just kind of Duolingoing it. Can I buy flour from this lady over here? English I wanted to learn since it helped me connect with people online. Yeah, there's a lot
今
of
日は新しい商品が入ってますわ。
English, for better or worse, has kind of a first mover advantage in new areas, just because a lot of these areas are, invented by people who that's their first language. And again, for better or worse, it's a really useful language to learn. Plus it's a little bit more widespread than a lot of other languages, just in the number of countries where it's spoken simply because of the number of English-speaking tourists or whatever.
どれを買ってくれるのかしら。
Okay. She does sell components for cooking.
これでいいのか。取引成立ですわ。これでいいのかしら。感謝いたしますわ。
Okay, we got a rice ball. Meanwhile, our language is spoken only in our country and by our natives. That's...
これでありがとう。
That is just kind of how it is sometimes in a lot of places. And, it's important to try to keep those languages alive.
ありがとう。またいつでもいらしてね。
Because it would be kind of boring if all the cultural aspects that these other languages had, vanished over time.
ちゃんと食べ。さて、何を練成する？
No, we're not crafting. I need to prepare food. Pizza dough. 2.
これにしようかな。やった。
Then as for actual pizzas, we need... Oh! Wait, what? I need 4 pizza dough to make 1 pizza, or... Oh my god, you do. And then 2 cheese, which I do have, but I would need 2 more cheese to make 1 for myself.
ねえヨハネス、私の決勝の新色を止めてるこれってあなたが考えたのよね。
I'm speedrunning the story between these two.
不本意ながらアルフレッドの研究成果の一部を使わせてもらってる。彼の研究は物体の速度を急激に奪うものだった。だからその術式の構造と同等の絵の具文字を円形に配置することで実現しているんだよ。
Placed Enochian script equivalent to what he chose in the same circular pattern.
うん。なんとなく分かったわ。
本当に分かったのかい？
Not really, no.
うん。ヨハネスの頭がいいってことが。
それを分かる意味ないと思うけど。
Okay, we're gonna need more pizza dough and more cheese.
今日は新しい商品が入ってますわ。どれを買ってくれるのかしら。これでいいのかしら。感謝いたしますわ。これで取引成立ですわ。
Oh, I can buy pizza dough now?
これで感謝いたしますわ。
Of course I can. That's the way that it's supposed to work, right? Duh. Can I buy cheese? That is a negative. No purchasing of cheese. Can I make cheese?
これでいい取引成立ですわ。ありがとう。またいつでもいらしてね。
I need to... Oh, not that. Inventory. I need to eat the rice ball because it will give me 10 max HP and 2 constitution. It's the Metal Gear Solid 3 system.
来てくれて。さて、何を連成する？
Pizza.
これにしようかな。やった。
I gotta say, pizza with just dough and cheese is pretty boring.
ねえ、ロガエスの書ってどういうものなの？
How much? Well, the only way to keep our language alive would be for us to continue speaking. It's both a language that's not popular by any means and it's one of the hardest languages. So there's zero incentive for people to ever learn it. I mean, you know, speaking it is important, and, you know, writing down ways to learn it are also important. Like, you know, worst case scenario. I mean, it's silly. It's a worst case scenario, so worst case that it's silly. But like, as long as there's books left over that talk about the grammar and the syntax and the vocabulary and how things work, people will at least be able to transfer culture out if it's necessary. But that kind of thing is the kind of thing that happens only after, you know, hundreds of years of neglect. So, yeah, for the time being, just make sure that people keep speaking it. Sometimes a language can get into like world culture and encourage people to learn it if there's just some kind of cultural, you know, meme, like not in the internet meme sense, but like in the like the proper cultural sense. You know, if there's a good book in that language, right, that'll give people an incentive to learn it. If there's cool movies in that language, then that'll give people incentives to learn it. So, you know, make some cool stuff in your home language, subtitle in English, and maybe that'll help people want to learn that language more. True, Korea, Japan randomly had an entry to pop culture in recent years, so who knows, really? Yeah, exactly. And so other countries, you know, with other languages can have the same kind of entry. It's not an easy thing to do by any means, but it's certainly possible. What is the Liber Logaeth?
ジョン D という錬金術師によって書かれた書物だよ。
John D. A book written by an alchemist named John D.
エノク文字という天使の言葉が使われていると言われている。
Enochian script, language of angels.
書そのものに力があって精霊を召喚するのに使われるらしい。
If it summons good spirit, well, that's going to be her question, right?
それでどうやって悪魔を召喚するの？
Yeah, exactly.
精霊を召喚できるなら術式の構造を変えることで悪魔も召喚可能と考えたんだ。
All it takes is some changes to the structure to summon something else entirely.
なんとなく分かったわ。研究者ってすごいこと考えるのね。
Let's give the old lady her pizza. Pizza.
よくわかったわね。これよ。早速いただくわね。
I swear if we go mainstream through some Bebop or some other whack concept like that, I'd be churning in my grave. Yeah, it has to be something good. But, like, you could do, like, B-drama, or, you know, B-science fiction, or B-fantasy, and do something actually kind of interesting and get people into it. I can't wait to try it. Not even good, just please respectable at least. Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, you have to learn to walk before you can run, so, you know, as long as there's intention to keep improving, it's probably all right.
私も食べたいな。
Yeah, you're not gonna get any, Miriam.
少し元気出たよ。
This old lady just ate an entire pizza all by herself.
よかった。元気出してね、おばあちゃん。
Convex glasses. What's her third
まだ何か。
quest?
そうだ。
なんと。
Finger food. French fries?
気長に待っとるよ。
Yeah, look at it. It's French fries with a little dish of ketchup. I don't think I can make those yet.
今日は新しい。
And of course, the thing that she has new is the thing that I produced,
どれを
which
買
was
っ
the
てくれるの
pizza,
かしら。
which is 1,480 gold coins for a pizza. Sheesh. Alright, we'll be able to afford that someday.
ありがとう。いつでも待っ。
Okay, there we go. So, one of the things that I kind of both like and dislike about this game is the pacing that changes when you have to do all this crafting and all these quests. I mean, truly it is all optional, but you get some good stuff from it, is the thing, right? Like, where's accessories, right? I have that rusted ring. Deafened intelligence. Is it grindy? Is this game grindy? I would say it's not any more grindy than any other Metroidvania. You know, it's one of those games where you don't have to... How do I put it? If you're actually skilled, right, you can avoid being hit by bosses for the most part. And so, like, even if you're low level, you can do all right. None of the other ones, Castlevania games I played, had this direct side quest kind of thing. No, this is something that, you know, was introduced to this game. Generally, Castlevania games are a lot more straightforward, which gives them a much more consistent pace. You know, you just saw that what happened here was that I was going back and forth for 20 minutes, you know, crafting, buying, selling, crafting, handing over, buying, selling, crafting, and, you know, there's some negatives to that. I can put on elf ears. What if I'm someone who can't move on until he's finished everything he can do in one area? You'll end up spending a lot of time doing this crafting. Because as you've seen, actually I might be able to show that. If I look at the Demon Archive, right? Check this out. I have not... Okay, so the Morta, enemy number 001, does not have a shard. I've gotten the Seema's shard. I've gotten the Cannon Morta's shard. But I haven't gotten a shard from Aiello, or Aieo. So, you know, if you were really, really motivated to finish everything before you move on, you'd want to grind Aeos until you get a shard from them. Same is true of the Ghosts, the Dullahammers, the Dogs. I haven't got one from them yet. So, you in Elden Ring be like, yeah, I had the same problem. I spent so much time running around doing nothing that I eventually forgot what the hell I was supposed to be doing. Deaf into mind. I think I want the defense. I'm 40 hours in and have only gotten past Godric. I mean, depending on your skill level, that's not actually that bad. The sheer amount of random pointless caves and catacombs the game has is unreal. I actually got a notebook and started writing down where I was finding stuff, because it was like, have I finished this yet or not? You know, have I beaten the boss in here? Have I gotten all the items? Are there things at it? And yeah, I'm like you. I'm not particularly good at Souls-likes. So like I end up getting roasted by every single boss over and over again. I mean, every hard boss, because there are a lot of bosses that are in the little dungeons that are not that bad. Godric roasted me a bunch because I went straight to him. Like I went right to him at the very beginning of the game, and I just got my head handed to me over and over and over again. And even when I went back and leveled up a bunch and explored a bunch, I had a really hard time adjusting to his weird timing. All of his attacks have that weird pause, and for some reason, like, my brain wasn't working that well, and, or no. Oh, wait. You're talking Godric. And, yeah, the other thing is the names of the characters. They're so easy to forget. Yeah, Margit was the one I had trouble with, because of all the weird pauses in his attacks. Godric I actually beat first try, but just barely and kind of almost by accident. So... yeah, it took me forever to beat Margit, but Godric, I had leveled up a bunch, and it was the pauses in his attacks. For some reason, I was having a really hard time adjusting to all those delays, and so I kept rolling too early, over and over and over again. Yeah, I've never been very good at doing patterns. Like, my reflexes are pretty decent. I was too. I used the jellyfish summon. My reflexes are good. Even at my age, my reflexes are good. But my pattern recognition is surprisingly off sometimes. Where, like, there'll just be an obvious pattern, I just don't see it. So... but anyway, I gotta get going, because it's getting late here. I had trouble with those gate portal bosses instead. The gate portal bosses. Like, pretty much all of them gave me a bad time. Which ones were the gate portal bosses? Gate portal bosses, I'm trying to remember. Gate portals. Like the purple gates. Oh. I mean, I think some of those, you're not supposed to really be able to, like, complete them when you find them. Like, I think they like take you somewhere that you're not supposed to be there, and yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Like the things that they have the little spiral of like mist that they shoot out in some direction, and then they take you far away. Yeah, being stubborn is a good quality for playing Souls-likes, for sure. I'm not particularly stubborn, and so when I die at a boss 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, it's just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I tried beating the tree sentinel on sight. I did too, it didn't work. I didn't win. I'll put it that way. I didn't even have a weapon. Oh man, that's rough. I actually didn't bother beating the tree sentinel. I did, but it was such a bad weapon. Yeah, one of the crappy things you get inside that first dungeon where you kind of spawn. I didn't beat the tree sentinel. I forgot to go back to him, and I just never beat him until after I beat the boss fight with 2 tree sentinels and the big guy who's like the tree sentinel boss to get you into the city. So I was really bad at that. I just completely forgot about it. And then by the time... I'm never gonna use that. Find healing item recipes. Yeah, no, I kept coming back to check when I can beat that guy after each level up because I hated moving past him. Yeah, once I beat the first Knight Cavalry, I was like, yeah, now I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna beat him no matter how long it takes. Yeah, I just kind of forgot about him and ignored him. It was pretty funny. Then I found from my friend I kept trying him severely underleveled. Yeah. Oh, there's a save point right here.
よいしょ。
Is this a boss fight? This looks like a boss fight.
待て。見えるぞ。そのまがまがしい木。いや、魔力か。貴様、シャードリンカーだな。
Oh, that's interesting. Did you hear that? Shard linker, not shard binder. In Japanese.
そうだけど、あなたは誰？
ならば、切らねばならぬ。
Oh. Oh, he has a block move. Oh, he's got a dagger throw too. What was that sound? Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Ooh, he has a lion if you die to him. Oh, he destroyed me. A dreadful rag. We'll try one more time.
Mate.
Come on. Ah, hell. Dang it. Hey, V. Oh, that has more range than it looks like. I'm down. Okay. Oh, he has multiple lines. Huh. Alright. Well, I think I'm going to call it here for tonight. we will take that boss on next time, but we might level up a little bit before we go for him. Wednesday, more wizardry, Labyrinth of Lost Souls. We're getting close to the end of that game, I think. At least the end of the major content. And then Friday, some more MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. So, if any of that sounds good, feel free to drop on by. But this will be my new Monday project. And yeah, have a good week, everybody. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for chatting. And I will see you next time, assuming you're available. Have a good week, everybody. See ya.